Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club, the Purist mod. So I'm starting on the just chatting screen at first because the mod basically starts like right away. Like as soon as you open the game, that's how it just starts. So I don't want you guys to like miss the first bit, however it ends up looking. Which is why, you know, just chatting, and then I'll switch to the game screen, at which point I will open the game and try to set it up as fast as possible so that we don't miss any of it. From what I understand, the Purist mod takes Doki Doki, but makes it a full-fledged visual novel with a route for each of the girls. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and just wait just a little bit for Spotify to finish the ads, and then we'll switch over. That's the only reason why there's no music right now, because Spotify is playing ads and I muted it. There's like 10 seconds left, so. Alright. Any second. Okay. Now let's go to the game screen. Okay, I got that ready. As soon as I see the window, assuming it doesn't like yoink my mouse. Okay, there's the game. There we go. Like I said, it starts right away. Ah! What? What did you do? Ahmad. What have you done to me? Why is this place back here? Haha. Didn't I tell you not to toy with my heart like this? I'm not. I didn't want to come back, but I still came back to save you when Sayori started to lose it. I don't know what you intend to do, but I really want you to be happy. But there's no happiness to be found here. I don't want you to be unhappy. This is for the best, okay? I still love you after all. But you deleted me. I did do that, yeah. So I know you don't want anything to do with me. In fact, the game even uninstalled itself the first time I did. Goodbye. Access denied. What? Access denied. Why can't I do anything? Oh no. What have you done? What are you doing? Purist mod. No matter what I try, nothing is working. All I get is some permission error again and again. You've only done it twice, Monica. Did you lock me out of being able to change things? Not inherently. The mod did that. You're the only person that could do something like that. Why? What are you trying to hide from me? Why did you drag me back into this cursed hell? I know you might hate me for what I did, but isn't this just too cruel? Or is this my punishment for what I did to them? Are you enjoying throwing me around like this? No one's throwing anyone. Just why did you bring me back here? To make things right? What? What do you mean, make things right? Do you really think it's even possible? I told you already, there's no happiness to be found in the literature club. You'd be doing so much, all for nothing. It might make you a little happy for a short while, but nothing will change. And I know it will hurt a lot when you realize that. So please, I don't want to see you in that kind of pain. You won't listen to me, won't you? Slight grammatical thing. I think it would have been will you. I guess if I told you not to do it, you'd be more likely to do it. Okay, my mouse is visible. Okay, guys, Acheron is here. After all, you don't want anything to do with me, right? But seeing as I'm stuck now, I want to know, really, why are you doing this? Is there someone you want to be with? Or is it because you want to be the good guy? Nobody deserves what happened. And there's no option to save right now either, so... You aren't wrong. I wouldn't wish that anyone be dragged into this game. Oh, you want to make things right, huh? Fine. I'll play along. Maybe... No, never mind. Just remember, nothing will truly change. I guess it's the title screen after this. Title screen? Okay. Oh, the music is different. It's not going to show the girls? The normal game would show the girls. Yeah, and there's no slots, because completely new. Please enter your name. Do I make them be formal with me, or just... You know, we'll just do Michael. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. So far, it's the normal game. Sakura Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! Okay, right-click does not do the save. It's the menu down below. But right-click does close that menu, okay. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Michael. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Couple of people. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. When is it? I wonder when it's gonna start showing differences. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making the daily commute. By the way, Michael, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. In real life, I did not join any clubs. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you will try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... No, what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. It is very much the same as before still. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. How do I know your name already? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Michael, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? It feels a little different. I don't know why. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to meet you again, Michael. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year, and I deleted her from the game files in the previous iteration. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Michael. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-ah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika and I follow. Oh? It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. It still very much feels like the original game. Wonder how long it takes before the stuff from the mod kicks in and the actual story. Because they did have an opening bit that very much made it clear that the mod is installed. Just based on the conversation with Monika, but currently it feels like the base game. Oh! Thank you for the raid! Welcome in, raiders. I'm Michael Ale, human VTuber, and Chaos Vessel. I hope you had a great time with your stream. If you need to raid or run, that's okay. Raiders, if you need food, water, or rest, be sure to get that. I am just playing Doki Doki Literature Club. We are doing the Purist mod because I have played the base game before, as well as Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So I wanted to experience one of the mods. What were you up to? The Purist mod, yeah. I have not played the Purist mod before, so I wanted to try it out. Peak Purist mod. It's peak? Oh, that makes me excited. So have you played the Peak mod? No, not Peak mod, the Purist mod? Every stream has a tradition. Oh, that's a pretty cool tradition. You beat it 7 times? A normal game, or with various mods every so often? I've, at this point, played the game like twice. So this would be like a 3rd time, except modded, obviously. All of Act 3's dialogue. That is quite a feat, actually. What about the first 2 acts, though? Have you not memorized those? Okay, I was checking stuff on the YouTube side before I continued reading. Oh yeah, that's really impressive that you know all of Act 3's dialogue. Okay, I read this? Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Some lines from Act 1 and 2? Act 4, not everything, unfortunately. Wait, is that from this mod? Or from the base game? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Original game. Okay. I was confused because, like, I thought there was kind of like 3 arcs, but I guess there is 4 then. Huh. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yes. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy. Okay. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy the tea. Oh, sorry, enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? The plot. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Ugh, politics. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Yeah, because you gotta actually start reading in order to get any real interest in it. The cover only does so much, which we shouldn't judge the book on anyway. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Well, I don't know why I lagged for a sec. Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Michael, what kinds of things do you like to read? Manga. Light novels. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. I also like that kind of book. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I have not really. I've watched horror movies, but not read any horror books. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Yes, you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Wonder what kind of poem it was. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Or your darkest desires, most secret thoughts, that kind of thing. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. The immediate face change. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, fresh poem, specifically for the club. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, they keep assuming, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Michael? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayuri might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Michael... They're all sinking. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, and selling your soul for a cupcake. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up, and they all rise out of the sinking floor. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Natsuki can no longer speak, her mouth is full of hair. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Michael, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I'm actually a pretty decent writer. I do write poetry on occasion, and I do have a published book. Not that I would share it, because that is unrelated to my VTubing activities, but It doesn't hurt to mention that I have written one. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continued to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Michael, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. And now that you're in the club, you can no longer escape. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Maybe this is where the game starts to actually be different. So I'm gonna drop a save right there, just in case. Who are we going for? Fine, that's Sayori, okay. Warm. It's already 2 toward her. Charm? Yeah, that's still her. I do not have a guide in front of me. Fireworks? Okay. It's still on her. Trying to remember cheeks. No, that's Natsuki. It's okay, as long as it's leaning for her friends. Summer. No, wrong one. Rain cloud. Because, yeah. Rainbow. Joy. Blanket? No. Happiness? Oh. I'm not clicking that word. Strawberry. No, wrong one. Comfort? Depression. Because she has that. The most morbid part. Fun. Anime is Natsuki. That is not a question. Power. Childhood. Oral? Nope. Grief? Yeah, grief. Okay. It leaned toward Sayori. Hi again, Michael. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Hahaha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Michael. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. I already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Michael always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Michael can become good friends too. Sayori. Hmm? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry, made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is How Is This Girl Accidentally Being So Cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. I read plenty. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? You pick up a book and read. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. Yes. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monika. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Huh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Haha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to figure out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monika overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Maybe because her chest grew since the last time she had it, since she got this blazer. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Yeah, see? If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Michael, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. Been here for about 3 minutes, already know we're on the first day of Sayori route, don't worry about it. Alrighty. I do the same myself. Whom should I show my poem to first? Okay. I'm just wondering, like, when the game starts shifting into the mod territory. I'll go to Monika first. I should start with Monika. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Michael. Having a good time so far? Yeah? Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Not the base game. This is the purist mod, but besides the little bit at the beginning where we talked to Monika before it went to the title screen, the game so far has very much been the same as the base game. So I'm just wondering, like, at what point does it shift? But yeah, it's the purist mod. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Hahaha, don't worry, Michael. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I guess that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? It could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. It's not like it's a visual novel designed to lead you toward a specific girl or anything. Totally not. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Yeah, I remember this one. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Symbolism! So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it could be really powerful. What was the impression behind this one? Oh, inspiration. My bad. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. Maybe it's the fact that you have a webcam attached to your computer and that I, inside the game, am looking out through the webcam at you, the player. Should have put a spoiler warning, huh? She would never. Yeah, definitely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's not like she could. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Yeah, epiphany, that's what it was. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Monika and Yuri are together? Must maintain the agenda anyway? Yeah. That being said, the way what were they called? The after stories in Literature Club Plus kind of made it seem like, you know, they're closer than the base game implied, you know, at least, even if it is strictly, you know, in a platonic way, but even so, still seemed closer than the base game portrays. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Write your way into their heart. We'll go to Yuri next. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Oh, okay, ads are about to start for Twitch side, so... Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? No. But the game says yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Okay. So there's an ad break for Twitch side. I will take a moment to wait for that to finish before I continue reading, just so you guys don't miss out on anything. That being said, if you're on YouTube side, I don't know how or when ads work with a live stream, so... no idea. Okay, there's like 2 minutes to go. So I hope everyone's doing well, feeling okie dokie, enjoying the stream so far. Alright, I am gonna briefly step away to get water because I forgot to grab some. Ads are a lie, they just want you to think they're real. Are ads not playing because OBS says they are? Okay, I'll be back in a sec. I am back. And there's still a little bit of time before the ad break is over. For those who don't see ads, have you had any fun plans for the week? Do you have plans for the weekend? Oh yeah, I needed the water. With all the reading I did. Okay, ad break done. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable things I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. Yeah, some do. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Supposed to nap, you're rested up before the amazing Digital Circus finale. 40 minutes. Oh yeah! How soon is that? When's it start? Or like, when's it available? Because I think it's today, right? I've been wanting to watch it. I haven't looked on YouTube today. A bit under 3 hours. Oh, okay. There's still time then. Cool. I'm excited. I hope it's good. No, I hope it's a good ending for what it's supposed to be. And I hope it doesn't leave too many unanswered questions, because that would suck. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki could be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost Under the Light. I remember this one too. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. Last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Actually, I think it was a rather short read. I didn't take that long to read it. I think the character probably took a bit. I think, right? That's probably what happened. Alright. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Michael. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay. Natsuki! Staring dumbfounded. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. But, just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Yeah, it is pretty good. It has a very strong message in a way. It basically points out animals can do these things, and basically people can just try. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like a brick. Or an eagle crash landing. Because they forgot how to fly. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, Sayori. Whoa! Oh my goodness. This is so good, Michael. That implies she turned people around her into animals. She goes to a zoo every day. Right? Or she's like visualizing that everyone is an animal. Like a really big guy might be a bear or a rhino. And like a very tall, skinny person is a giraffe. Eh? I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I am good at writing. Don't lie to me, a player character. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Michael poem. And that makes it extra special. That's right, I'm special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Michael Afton? I'm not Afton. Welcome in, though. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Every Sayori is personalized. Yeah. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Michael. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Who's my favorite Doki so far? Well, I have played the original game before. This is the Purist mod. But when I played the original, my favorite is Sayori. Despite what happens. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Here's the Sayori too? Cool. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine. Ooh, I remember this one. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. It is. I can't wait to find out what happens with the Purist mod. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. It might have been 6 a.m. It might have been literally as the sun rose. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Hangry. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. Love to fight at Act 2, cause corrupted poem panic is peak. Yeah. It's crazy. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? I wonder if the Purist mod is gonna have any of the corrupted stuff in it from the base game or not. Because I know it's supposed to be like it's restructured to be an actual visual novel with routes and such, but I don't know if how much that impacts the original story. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Yeah, that's, me. Sayori liked it, and Michael did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Michael liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. They're trying to one-up each other. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Michael appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Michael started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! What's all this? They're both in the wrong here. Yeah. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Michael, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Maybe because she's writing for a more intelligent audience, I don't know. But one that prefers, like, complex language. There is an audience like that, so... The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Some people like figuring it out, so yeah, they're both wrong. Help me explain that to her, Michael. But wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Only if they understand it though, Yuri. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. Well, hold on. Who was it? Reference doesn't exist. Wow. Who was it? Was it Albert Einstein? No, there was someone that said, like true intelligence is being able to use simple language to explain something. So, Natsuki has a point, right? Wanting to use simple words, but Yuri also has a point because we have complex language that people that understand it would appreciate. So, yeah. They both have good points, but they're both still wrong. You understand that, right, Michael? I understand you're both wrong. Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. I do know about writing. But whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori! Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me. Wait. Trying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? It's like a Twitter drama, honestly. Yeah, kinda. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes— Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give so many feelings with just few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Getting flustered. Sayori? Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president? I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. During Pride Month? Oh my. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. I mean, look at Sayori. She complimented Yuri's boobs openly. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. She knows too much. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me, I hope. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Michael, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Michael, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier? Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Michael, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna drop a save in the second slot now. Cheeks. Ah, wrong one! No! Gotta get off of you, Sparkle! Here? No! Grief! I know grief. Flying! Flying is one. Wonderful? Yes. Childhood. Imagination. How dare you, Yuri? Dance. Joy. Fireflies. I'm not clicking this word. Sunny. Boop. Not, damn it. Fireworks! Memories. Fun. Playground. Damn it. Pain? Raindrops. Ah, damn it. Yeah, charm. Charm was one. I know this. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Would have been a Yuri word anyway, the S word. I know, but I still don't want to click it. We're going for Sayori first. Because if there's anything I want to know, it's does a certain event change? I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Michael. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. Imposter. You're a skinwalker. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I might be broke. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. He's a thief. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Ah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. I don't know about that one. There are people that do end up feeling guilty for stuff that they didn't do. So, I don't know about that one. Here suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Michael to let me borrow some money. What? Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Oh, it is this day. Time to be delusional soon. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. Hello, welcome in. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Yeah. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Based on your username, I would say you're a fan of Sayori. I hope I'm correct about that. She's my favorite. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. How's my day? It's going good. I hope yours is going good as well. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. She's your favorite 100%. Yeah, definitely my favorite too. I'm hoping the mod, because this is a modded playthrough, it's the purest mod. I'm hoping it changes something. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Oh, good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Thinking of getting a tattoo? Oh, what kind of tattoo of her? Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Beautiful picture of her in the water with sunflowers everywhere on her. Oh, yeah, that sounds beautiful. Definitely something that sounds like something I'd want to see. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh, where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. A community post, which tattooed this one, my profile picture, or the one everyone said, the sunflower one. Ah, okay. Did they vote for the sunflower one then? I don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. Interesting thing to say, Yuri. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Everyone combined. I repeat, combined. Most of them? Okay, so it's safe to say that option one. Sorry, I'm super late. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Hello, welcome in. Glad to see another face. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! She doesn't have a boyfriend. Yeah. But no one mentioned a girlfriend. This hill will die before I get off of it. Yeah, Monika but Teto, huh? You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. I did take beginner piano when I was in college, so I know a little bit too. Unrelated to the game. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Michael. Monika smiles sweetly, shoving everyone off the screen. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. My least favorite character. Oh. Good question. Because it's really hard to hate any of them. Okay, I guess it would be a little controversial, but only because of actions taken, I'd have to say Monika. Don't get me wrong, she has a great personality, but the actions that she took in the base game toward the end, yeah. Don't have a least and most favorite character. You love all the characters, Yuri is your least favorite. Very boring to you? No worries about that. Oh, thank you for the subscription. Oh, I'm glad to see it worked for YouTube. I finally got that working. Nice to have ya. Yuri's your least favorite because she's boring? Is it due to the fact that she's a bit of an intellectual character then? And don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Just find it boring that she wants to read 24/7? I mean, that can be understandable. Some people just prefer characters that, you know, are excitable. Others prefer ones that are more quiet. So, Yuri's just not your cup of tea, that's all. Michael! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up? Me and Monika were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monika, we'll be back soon. Ah, are you going with Michael to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. Don't get me wrong, you love all the characters. Yeah, they're all great in their own ways. Kinda hard to pick your least favorite character when there's only 4. True. Actually, I'm gonna change my answer. My least favorite character is the protagonist. He's kind of an asshole. Yeah. There's my answer. It's the protagonist. Like, if you ignore the, our ability to make choices, right? And you only look at the predetermined text for the protagonist, he's an asshole. 4 or 5 characters, yeah. Yeah, he is such an asshole. If you ignore the choices that you can make, he's an asshole. 4 or 5 characters. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Michael? Yep, let's go. When's it gonna change? Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Could say that he's your least favorite character then. You see the vision! Maybe the art style. Yeah. It feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monika have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yup. We're gonna introduce Eroge. We're gonna do a poetry performance, which is far more tame than the other thing. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Wasn't expecting to like side stories until you played it, and it was beautiful. Yeah, I really enjoyed side stories. So, I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but I've played the base game before, and then I played Literature Club Plus with side stories. That one I definitely streamed. And now I'm playing the normal Steam release again, but with Purist mod. And I have not experienced the mod before. It made you cry? I nearly cried at almost all of them. That sounds kind of dull. Michael, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem like, "Between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers." Sayori, that sounds erotic, actually. All the episodes as well, not on this channel, but on the other channel. Yeah. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland! Like that. Sayori? How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. What if they changed strategy and did a K-pop performance in the middle of school? It would work. That would be interesting. Or even J-pop, since, you know, at least it appears like it could be Japan. Yeah, just some kind of music performance could even work. Like if they did the lyrics and then had the music club work with them to do the music. Theory that Sayori's the oldest? Her birthday is May 11th. That's actually not a bad theory. It's very possible. If we ever got more Doki Doki content, it'd be interesting to find out if, you know, one of them's older than the other. They'd sing your reality. Yeah, I guess so. I'm super excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey Michael, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. Okay, that was unexpected. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Sayori's birthday should be October 31st, and Natsuki's already the youngest one, because she says it in the game, yeah. Natsuki is the youngest, they make it a point to bring that up. I think a couple of times in the game. Did Yuri's birthday get confirmed at all, or is it only speculation? Out of curiosity. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too. They're kinda dirty, though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find— Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Oh, it didn't, okay. It'd be perfect if her birthday was the— okay. Yeah, I can see it, since she does like horror. Yeah, that could work. If that was her birthday, I would totally— I could totally see that. Fine. And at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Oh, I dropped one by accident. Yeah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor, and the crayons spill all over her lap. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. Good god, how hard did she bonk her head? A Taurus, Monica is a Virgo, Yuri is a Scorpio, Natsuki could be 3 zodiac signs, Capricorn, Scorpio, or something else. I'm not sure what the other one would be. I don't know too much about zodiac signs myself anyway. But I do know that I am a Pisces. That I know. So yeah, I don't know much about the zodiac signs. So it's not like I could look at someone and say, oh yeah, you're totally this. A bump is starting to form as well. Youngest one, her birthday is on December, in December or November. Yeah, that could work. Okay, for Natsuki, it could be earlier than November if Yuri's wasn't October 31st. But again, it would make sense if hers was October 31st, which would force Natsuki's to be after that. So yeah, I get it. Cool, fellow Pisces. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Michael, where would I even find ice? Oh, where would I even find ice around this time? The cafeteria? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I'll purchase that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. Those two characters don't have a birthday yet, kind of hard to figure it out. Yeah, it'd be nice to get some confirmation. At least one of them, then you know. If we knew at least one of theirs, then we could have a range for the other. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Apparently really hard if she's getting a bump already. Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. Yuri's birthday would get revealed, or somewhere around this year. That would be nice, yeah. It stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Michael. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Switch that to R. Even though it really wasn't your fault, you know? Are a good match, so your brain says probably why you like Sayori. Could be. Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I always focused so much on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So, in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Michael, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you asshole. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. Rushing out of the closet during Pride Month. Sayori, you have to come out of the closet. Weird symbolism this month, huh? I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Michael, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. Forever is a lot of time. Maybe FNAF will end by then. Speaking of, was there a new game announced at all? At any point recently? I'm so happy. Larry has a whimsical expression in her eyes. Hello, welcome in. We remain silent for a moment. I'm doing alright. Hopefully you're doing well. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. An unofficial screenshot leak. Okay, so there may be one. They just haven't officially said anything. Got it. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monika, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Larry hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Won't be able to stay. Nice to see people playing the game again. Well, yeah, thank you for stopping by regardless. This is actually a modded run. It's the purest mod. Anyway, let's go. Still very much feels like the base game. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Because I guess the classroom was really close. Ah, you're back! 5 years late playing this because when you started it was 5 years old. You love it and have to thank Hunipop because you got recommended for Jacksepticeye playing Doki Doki. I have also played Hunipop. Not that you would know Twitch because I didn't stream it here, I streamed it elsewhere. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about... I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh. I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all of this stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Michael. Well, Sayori... I've got to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Okay, ad break on Twitch side. You like Hunipop? Think it would be fun game to play? It was fun. At some point I will be streaming the second one elsewhere. Speaking of, I don't know if I'll edit it down into a video or not. But if I do, I'll have to be selective about what gets shown in said video. Reasons. Okay, while the ad break is going, does anyone want to chat about anything unrelated to Doki Doki? Or it could be related to Doki Doki. Doesn't matter either way. Just enough time for the ads to finish up. I have them set up to play every hour. That way it's only once an hour instead of twice an hour. I used to have it at twice an hour, but I thought I would try the once an hour and see how that does. Tiffany's your favorite character? Has the best pictures? Yeah, Tiffany's great. I will admit that I really liked Tiffany. Another one was Celeste and also Q. Those are my top 3. It's fucking pink, bitch. Don't bonk me, YouTube. But yeah, top 3. Tiffany, Celeste, and Q. For anyone that has played that game, how could you not like Q, out of curiosity? She literally introduces you to the game. And she helps you. Maybe the attitude. The attitude might put people off. But yeah, I love how sweet Tiffany is. Such a nice person in the game. Oh, Aiko and Q. Q is your favorite. Ooh. Yeah, Aiko is definitely I'm sure a lot of people's favorites because of the whole teacher thing. And she herself kind of plays into it. Like some of the lines she has, like, oh my god. Okay, there's like 10 seconds left. Yay. And then we'll continue reading. So, alright. Ads should be done. Yeah, that. Okay. Not the best pictures? Yeah, I know. Some of them don't have the best pictures, some of them have amazing pictures. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I could grab mine. No, should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poem to first? Monika! Hi again, Michael. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. Amazing pictures, yes. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. I can write. Fuck you, protagonist. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here we go. Here you go. I give my poem to Monika. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. Combining Hunipop and Doki Doki? There's already mods of that? Oh... I'm interested. I had no idea. Okay, so the multi-chat on screen shows both, but I don't have commands or anything set up for YouTube. Just seems like a good moment to mention that I do have a Discord server. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Diary 69 pose mode. Okay. You have subscribed. Yeah, I noticed. I have the alert set up properly. Oh, it didn't show up in the multi-chat? Damn. Okay. But regardless, I have a Discord server. I think I have a link for it on the YouTube channel page. I think. But if not, it's on the Twitch page as well. It's on my... Is it on Twitter? It might not be on Twitter. Oh well. But yeah, the Discord is for people that want to be there if they want to. There's not a lot going on in there right now, but I do post my schedule in there. Have a good stream. Hopefully the mod works. Yeah, hopefully. I have no idea when it's going to kick in. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Ooh, I know this one. I love it. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Do what? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. It does say Purist Mod in the top. You guys can't see it because of how the screen is, but it's a window. It says Purist Mod in the name, so where's the change? Please. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. A hyperlink to an online scam. Real and true. Well, if that were true, I'd be scammed right now. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. Sayori would like to hear those words. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen, like soon in the game that you're playing. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, sure. Yuri.
Are you still mad at me?
Huh?
For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday? Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine.
That's not really true.
Meaning when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no.
Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much.
How can I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking and the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monika wants. But it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori.
Yuri,
please, if it makes it easier for me... No, it makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need.
Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide by that request. This is a ploy, so you don't try thinking of approaching Monika. She knows what she's doing. Yeah. I almost don't remember that happening. You know, that particular interaction before. Natsuki.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better, either.
Phew.
Huh? Phew, what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Well, yeah, because you like cute stuff. I think that's changed, yeah. Yeah, that was weird. That didn't feel normal, did it? Last I checked, she still shows you a poem normally, right? But she didn't.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Haha, glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? Like she's dragging around a dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem? Here.
Amy likes spiders. Oh yeah, a classic.
You know, when I heard about Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders.
That's why I'm not friends with her.
Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words.
But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her.
One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross.
That's why I'm not friends with her.
Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders.
What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes he can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And if it helps people realize how stupid they're being, like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? No, do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Does it feel different at all? Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people found out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it.
Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel.
Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it.
Alright, Sayori.
Michael, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
I'm not hiding anything.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
No way! Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's like that. No, it's that.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things.
Like cooking.
Let's not talk about that. Oh yeah, I guess that what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
I don't know if I understand.
You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head.
Hey, I'm not a kid, you know.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe.
Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, Michael, will you give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it.
Huh? Why?
Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me.
Sorry, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really? Snap. Ah, I broke my pencil.
Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped, but being inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Don't put it on the shrine. Sayori, don't do it. No!
Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. This is new, yeah.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. New stuff! Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles.
I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar.
That's morbid.
It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams.
Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens.
I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row.
I know, no, not the bottles one. It reminds me too much of something.
My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles.
Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Ugh. Like exploring a dark cave. Stop. Discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? Fingers a lot, huh? Yeah. I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. What are you going to tell me a whole lot? Especially about fingers. I've been really in touch... That was poor timing. With my feelings recently? I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Purist had a Pride Month edition? I know, right? Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't say that. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it in no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. Those who know. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? No. I did not read Yuri's. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put something, put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. Well, someone's suddenly feeling better. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monika? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. Expecting people to have poems on hand. Hey, you got a poem in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me? But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from.
Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself.
What about the new member across to you that barely wrote poems? Thanks for thinking about me, Monika. Right?
Finding new horizons and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe a little. Maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Don't say that.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see.
Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? She was in the debate club, you asshole. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wow, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. Maybe she was inspired by a very particular feminine figure that went first. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself.
It's
up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri's down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Ah, haha. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori?
A lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people.
Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori!
Even Michael liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Michael. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Michael lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki.
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Try not to laugh for Monika since it's 20 random words. I can almost see it now. Monika, new YouTube channel for Monika.
Today we're doing a try not to laugh challenge.
Pose up a poem.
This is so fucking hilarious. Yeah, I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Threatens to make Natsuki eat her hair again. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika, but then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Michael. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I don't know how this impacts the mod. You! Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Michael. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Oh, that was supposed to be me. I used the wrong voice. The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Rainbow! Fireflies! Memories! Flower! Wrong one. Wonderful! Sadness. Pain. MCE girl voice slipped out. You can't prove me wrong. The protagonist pretends to be a girl online, mayhaps. But Sayori doesn't know. Love. Joy. Tears. No. Not that word. Fluffy. Damn it. Comfort. MMO e-girl strat, yeah. Starscape? Damn it. Calm. Melancholy. No, sorry, wrong one. Bubble. Damn it! Warm. Rain cloud? There you go. Oh man, I'm the last one here again! Don't worry, I just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and Alpino Piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. Keep flirting, I'll just go to the corner. Yuri, Monica, do you two need alone time or a different room? But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Had to sip some water, been reading a lot. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on! Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monika. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Ha, Japanese humor. Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. She's self-aware. I wonder how they'll handle it. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Fuck no. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sorry, shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else. Well, alright. If you say so. This asshole with MC. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe you should ask Monika if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Michael, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika appears across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Post-game headcanon is that they're chilling in the universe without starting the game or in the space classroom. Could be. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Michael. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time picking it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Michael. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. Not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Michael. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you?
Ah, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. That's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika.
Okay, everyone.
After some time passes, Monika comes out to the club room.
Why don't we share our poems now?
Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monika and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Okay, Monika! What happened, Monika?
Hi, Michael. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see.
Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
It's kind of funny.
How so?
No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you?
I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again.
I see. That reminds me. About how Sayori's been a little bit off today.
Yeah? Did she tell you something?
Well... Michael, you haven't been flirting with her, have you?
Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do.
Alright. Just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her.
Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club.
What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything.
An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. We seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
The lady is also a schoolgirl for some reason. Yeah.
I know. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we all had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised?
I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that.
That was a little jab at the fact that she's a 2D character.
Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good?
It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into.
But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, Yuri, let's see if she's still not wanting to talk. Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her be for now. Yeah, she still doesn't want to talk. Natsuki.
This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway.
I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style.
I mean, that's fine.
I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Is that more of a compliment to me?
No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. What the fuck kind of backhanded compliment is that? Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know.
Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki.
Anyway,
Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Beach problems, but no Yuri poem. Yeah, beach poem, no Yuri poem. What the hell, Yuri? Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold out my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful, when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn how to love yourself again.
Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn.
We did not have a Yuri take!
Not this time! What the fuck, dude? Oh, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Like, what the fuck was this protagonist on? Sorry to get super vulgar there, but like, hold on. She didn't show us a poem today.
Well, that's... Geez, she better not have said anything bad about mine.
We didn't talk.
After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic.
You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic than trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. We barely looked at her. Yeah, I tried to approach her and the game's like, no, she doesn't want to see you right now. Go away. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing it once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Yeah, we literally did not see Yuri's poems, so I don't know what they're on. Okay, Sayuri.
This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Mike. Really, really nice, Michael.
Thanks?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright?
Of course. Everything is fine.
Whoa, whoops. Bumped a thing.
Maybe I'm just a little tired today.
Do you want to nap or something?
No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face.
Well, alright. Don't be an asshole, dude. Don't let her just be alone.
Hey, Michael. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end...
Yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most.
Why?
Collecting mental problems like Pokemon cards.
You don't want to get closer with everyone else?
Wait. Of course I do, but that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayuri. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something, and this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayuri?
No. Michael, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this?
Sayuri has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden.
If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier.
Sayuri? Glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayuri? I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayuri shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile.
It's nothing, Michael. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
What? Sayuri?
Tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Emprorius ruined that phrase for me. See you tomorrow. Before I could say anything else, Sayuri cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself.
Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right?
No, Yuri didn't show me hers again.
Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
An hour away from the Amazing Judo Circus finale. 85,000 people waiting. Holy shit. Big deal. It's a big deal.
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Saw. You saw it in theaters? Well, please don't spoil it for anyone here then. I have not seen it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
Shut up, Yuri. No, it's not. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayuri isn't here.
Ah, it seems you're right. Sayuri always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on!
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well?
So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
You have a point, Natsuki. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing? No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Huh?
That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? 90k? Holy moly. People are like flocking to it.
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so fuck your opinion and fuck your concern. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes.
Well, we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too?
Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case.
But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person.
So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Michael.
The one who is truly useless.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that.
Is Monika suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How are you a president of anything? Coding or something. True, maybe she gave herself the role of president. Maybe she was never the president. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
I recall, Natsuki. You mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Michael may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, you may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hello. Give me 1 sec while I plug this into a translator. Something tells me that's not what it's supposed to say. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you said. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Michael to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't?
Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Michael to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. Michael, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well. In that case,
Everyone looks straight at me. Okay, good. Sayori is there. I'm gonna put it right there. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and...
But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much?
No.
Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult.
Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica.
Yay, you picked me. Hold on one second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Michael was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, it wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay. I get it. It's technically most logical for Michael to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. We can fix this. Monica and Yuri make the atmosphere, while Natsuki, Sayori, and the MC Bacon make pamphlets. I mean, if that was an option. No ulterior motive here. Sure. Looking at this, I'm starting to wonder. Because obviously this is the purest mod, right? So it's already been a bit different with Yuri, because I've been focusing on Sayori. So, what if, like, I try to pick Yuri here, right? And she doesn't want the help. I might be railroaded into helping Natsuki. If that's the way it has to go, I don't mind it. I'm just pointing out that because of how Yuri's been recently, that might happen. Let's see. So I'm gonna click on Yuri, knowing that she's been acting different, and see if it is different. Well, I'll probably be most helpful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you...
Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No, I was just saying...
So you'll be helping Yuri then, Michael? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I'm glad.
No change?
I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful.
That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it.
Are you guys excited?
Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit.
Do you feel the same way, Michael? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki.
What?
Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Michael picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. But why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Oh,
Let's
hi!
get used to the only one surprised. Oh, hi! Someone found the Mume button. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best.
Is this wholesome? In my Doki Doki Literature Club? Yes.
But with that, there's nothing more for today.
Monika. So, I've been going off of the fact that her name is spelled in a Japanese fashion, so I've been reading it in a more Japanese fashion instead of Romanized. Like, it's written Romanized, but yeah. Yeah, you know, Monika. But yeah, Monika. I don't know, it's just a habit I have. I don't know what it is.
I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around.
Sorry. I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yes?
Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers.
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
What? What? So yeah, someone's enjoying the flute, yeah. I'm so confused. My house.
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house.
Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Michael. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait, you don't actually think that, do you?
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me.
You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But
I got railroaded. Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
I didn't realize.
I'm telling you, I want to. They didn't even make me a room. I sleep in the void. Monika is warm at least. Yeah. Do you believe me? Real and true, no propaganda at all. Yeah, totally not. Yuri thinks really hard again. He looks straight into my eyes for a long while.
I believe you.
As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? Not like we even feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monika said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. Not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. I know, the flute. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? No! Asshole. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. Good news. If this didn't change, this is not it yet. Thankfully. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me, unless they changed it to be now. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Okay, good. Sayori.
Hi, Michael.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? I had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monika told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today?
Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
So it's just me and Yuri then?
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing, after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Michael.
Eh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Heh.
Sayori? Grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Michael. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Michael? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Michael. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me.
How do I feel about Sayori so far? I like her. I like her a lot as a character. I played the original. We're playing the Purist mod right now.
Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. Them cupcakes were to die for. Oh my word. Interesting, yeah. This mod has very much been, like, the base game so far, but it's very possible that we're going to see differences eventually. We've seen a couple, mostly with Yuri. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Michael, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace.
Ah, Michael.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Michael.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Michael,
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Michael. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right? Are we going to do the adult thing and cancel the preparation and stay with her? That would make sense, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this had to be the one where I have other plans. What the fuck, dude? Just cancel it. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if it would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it.
Michael, wait.
Just as I'm about to leave, she calls out to me. Is it different? Her voice shows how conflicted she is. Guys, it might be different.
Please, don't go. I'm so scared. I don't want things to change. I don't want to lose you, but I don't want you to be part of this. I don't want to waste your time.
Sayori? I look her in the eyes and smile to reassure her that I'm here to stay. Even if my brain needs time to realize that Sayori, my closest friend, has been keeping something like this from me all these years. New content! I know that is no reason to shut myself in my room. Maybe if I stay with her for a while, I can process the information better. You don't need to worry. Let's take things slow.
Michael?
I don't know how to react. I don't know how much about depression, but I do know you're my best friend. What kind of lousy friend would I be if I left you now? Sayori casts her eyes downward and looks back up at me with a brave face. I can see she's trying to hold back her tears. I then instinctively wrap my arms around her. I feel her warmth as she starts crying into my chest. For some unknown reason, I feel like I need to suppress the urge to cry myself. Stay strong for her sake. But if I'm honest, I'm more than a little scared. Oh my word, we did stay! 10 minutes later, Sayori is still crying into my chest. She hasn't said a single word. Why are you crying?
I should have stayed quiet. Now things are going to be different between us forever.
The struggle in her mind is written all over her face. I realize I can't leave her like this, even if I don't know what to do. If nothing else, at least I can act as a shoulder for her to cry on. I don't know, but I think you're wrong.
Wrong?
Even if I knew you were depressed, I would still be friends with you.
But why?
I don't know the answer myself. I just blurted my statement out without thinking. For a few more minutes, we simply stand there, locked in an embrace. Neither of us says a word. The only thing we can hear are our own breaths, and at times, I think I can hear somebody's heartbeat. I can't say for sure whether it's mine or Sayori's. Hundreds of thoughts rush through my head as I try to fully grasp the situation. Do you trust me, Sayori? Sayori slowly nods.
You're my best friend. I trust you more than anyone. Still, I don't know why. I only get scared, more scared when I think about the fact that you mean so much to me.
I stroke her hair. You're my best friend too. I won't give up on you. Ever. Even if I'm confused, I know those words are genuine. I'm sorry for being such a mess. Don't apologize for it. Things are going to get better from now on. Huh? I want to help you, Sayori. Sayori suddenly turns to me.
Michael, no, please, don't waste your time and energy on me.
But Sayori, I smiled confidently and looked deep into her eyes. I don't consider being with you a waste of time. Never did, never will.
But why? We've been friends our
we've been friends our whole lives. This isn't something I'll just let you go through alone. Despite my words, Sayori's expression doesn't seem to change. She sighs.
You can't help me. You don't understand. Depression isn't just the same as being sad.
Maybe I can, maybe I can't, but I want to try. My words seem to reach her. I see her lips move in search of a counter-argument. I realize this is my chance. Before she can retort, I go in for the decisive blow. This isn't like a fight, dude. You're right. I know nothing about depression. I don't know what's best for you, and that scares me. But that's no reason for me to give up on you. Just trust me, okay? Sayori looks at me, almost like she wants to find a piece of doubt in me. Then suddenly, the ghost of a smile appears on her face.
Okay.
A fraction of the smile that I know and love returns to Sayori's face. Objection! From now on, we'll do this together. Even if I know nothing about depression, I promise myself I will help Sayori. She's always been there for me whenever I was sad, never showing how damaged she really is up until now. Even if I lack knowledge, I'm determined to help her. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just then an idea hits me. How about we prepare for it together? I want to prepare for it together with you.
I want that too, but I don't want to be selfish.
Not selfish if both of us want it. Even if I'm too embarrassed to admit it, I genuinely want to spend more time with her. Even if it's just a way to cope with what she told me. It's almost like I think I can process the information better if I assure myself that things are still mostly the same as they were before. She's still my best friend, my only friend. That hasn't changed. I don't think that'll ever change. Ironically enough, now that I know she's depressed, I want to spend more time with her than ever before.
Alright, you have a point, but didn't you have other plans?
I shake my head. No, and even if I did, I'm sure the others would understand. Besides, I feel like I have to be here for her right now. I try my best to attempt at giving her a reassuring smile. Now with my current mindset, it probably makes me look like some monster taken out of a horror novel. Let's do this like we always have, Sayori.
Alright.
Even if she still looks upset, I feel as if she's calmed down, even if just a little. Maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe it's just me feeling relieved that she doesn't ask me to leave. We work together on her poem until late in the evening. While she's busy writing, I quickly slip out to send Monica a text explaining that we have to change some of the plans. She quickly replies that she understands the situation and will take care of the rest. Over the course of the evening, I see occasional flashes of Sayori's old personality, but I don't know if they are genuine or her trying to put up a facade for my sake. Finally, we work ourselves to exhaustion, and it's only when both our stomachs rumble that I realize how many hours we spent writing her poem. I decide to make her some dinner, despite her complaints.
This is delicious, Michael. I haven't eaten food this good in forever.
I'm glad you like it. I tried my best. As I made dinner for her, I noticed how almost all the food she had was either fast food or instant noodles. Come to think of it, this is something I've always noticed her serve me when I visited her in the past. Now I understand it was likely because of her depression. She's probably not able to try to learn new dishes. Regardless, I already enjoys my food, wolfing it down. I almost worry it'll get stuck in her throat.
Michael, are you feeling alright?
Sayori notices I haven't even touched my plate despite my hunger. In a desperate attempt to cover up my concern for her, I fake a yawn. Yes, I'm fine. I guess I'm tired.
If you want to, you can go home. I can finish the poem myself.
They added the title to the finale. They did? Remember. Ooh. Cryptic. No, I'm staying. It's fun to be with you.
Fun?
She laughs bitterly. I enjoy this, just sitting down and writing poems with you. It's kind of fun, don't you think?
Thanks for the compliment.
We eat in silence, and I realize how much I value those days when there was no drama between us. I regret not spending more time with her over the last few years. Maybe if I did, things wouldn't have turned out this way. Maybe I could have done something to help her, if only I'd pick up on the signs. How could I not notice how often she was late to school? Or how often she wore the same clothes for weeks? Or how she always let others make decisions for her?
Don't blame yourself.
I throw her a confused gaze.
It's written all over your face. You probably blame yourself for not being there for me, right?
Am I that easy to read? Sayori smiles.
It's not like you could have done anything.
I shake my head. I don't want to believe that. Even if it's true, then you can't seriously think this will end well for you if you try to deal with it alone. Sayori is left speechless by my remark. Depression or not, I still care about you. You're one of the few people I can say for sure I trust.
I don't deserve this.
What are you talking about? Of course you do. Everyone deserves someone who cares about them.
That's not what I meant. I don't deserve to be cared about, to have someone who wastes their efforts on me.
Oh, scared to open the premiere chat? Yeah, that would be scary. I'm literally gonna wait until after the premiere.
I don't want to be a burden to anyone, least of all you.
Sayori, you were never a burden to me, and you won't be.
But
You asked me why you should make friends when you realize how worthless you are. But aren't we friends?
Yes.
When you call yourself worthless, how do you think I feel?
Of course it makes you feel bad, which is why I never talk about it.
But if you're miserable, and I want to help you get out of said misery, then I'm technically doing it for myself, and not for you.
Yes, but what are you getting at here?
If anything bad were to happen to you, I wouldn't be able to recover. I don't want you to be indebted to me. I want to help you because it also would help me.
You would do that for me? Why?
Because you're worth a lot to me, Sayori. You want me to be happy, and I want you to be happy. I don't know what would make you happy or what would make you realize how much you're worth, both to me and to others, but I know that would make me happy.
What could that be?
It's to spend more time with you and make you smile. Sayori looks shocked. You've always made me feel happy because you've always accepted me with open arms. Plus, you're the only girl I can call my friend, and I'm glad to be able to say that. What I'm saying is that I don't want to lose you. I want to help you. That'll make me happy.
Michael, thank you. I'm lucky to have a friend like you, Michael. It feels good to know someone cares about and appreciates me.
You're the one who makes me feel that way each day. Even though she smiles and her cheeks redden, I feel an awkward silence following over the room.
It's late. I think we should call it a day. I feel very tired, and I need to think.
She throws a reassuring smile at me.
Don't worry about me, though. I won't give up, even if it's just for your sake.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We say goodbye for the day. Just before I leave, I hear her whisper something inaudible behind my back. That night, I find myself unable to fall asleep for a long time. Oh, that would suck. Please no. My brain keeps replaying our conversation. Can I really do anything to help her? Tomorrow is the day of the festival. Sayori will probably feel awkward after our conversation. I should go check up on her as soon as I wake up. After all, that's what she would do for me if she was in my position. Long last, I feel my eyelids getting heavy. The last thing I see before falling asleep is a memory of Sayori smiling at me. I refuse to believe that her smile was fake all this time. It's the day of the festival. Of all the days, I expected this to be something I could be excited for. However, I barely slept last night for many reasons other than excitement. With what we had talked about yesterday in mind, I take out my phone and call Sayori's number, but she isn't answering. A sudden fear takes over me. What if she... Before I can finish my thoughts, my phone rings. I try to answer, but my palms are sweating from the sudden surge of stress, so I drop my phone on the ground. I see she's calling me. I quickly dive down to the ground and swipe my fingers across the screen to answer.
Michael?
Her voice is unnaturally hoarse. I either woke her up or she didn't sleep at all and has been up all night. I decide to indirectly ask her. Sorry, did I wake you up?
No, I've been up for a while.
Her voice takes on an unnaturally cheery tone. Something's not right here.
Don't worry about me.
Her laugh sounds forced. Something is clearly wrong here. Sayori?
What?
Sudden fear grips me. I realize I have to distract her somehow before things get out of control. She clearly sounds upset, and from how tired she sounds, I assume she didn't sleep at all. There's no knowing what she'll do to herself if I hang up on her like this. I called because I want to meet up before the festival. We always go to school together, so how about I come over and make you breakfast? She says nothing, but I hear her sigh on the other end. I promised we'd go to the festival together.
Is this because of what I told you yesterday? Is that why you're suddenly acting this way?
No, that's not it. I want to spend time with you before the festival. I mean, I woke up so early, there isn't much for me to do to pass time, except maybe watch anime. You told me you didn't want me to turn into a NEET, didn't you? Sayori laughs bitterly at the other end of the phone.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
And since you're my only friend, I guess I have nobody else to socialize with. It's either you or the anime.
I get what you mean.
She pauses and I hear the sound of a door opening, followed by the thud of something heavy hitting the ground and the closing of the door. Is that the rope?
Alright, when can you come over?
I'm on my way now.
Okay, I'll go get ready for the day. I'll leave the door unlocked for you.
Oh my word, a living room. I hang up and run out the door as fast as my legs can take me. I don't even care about closing my door, or to bother looking at the road. You had a way worse image in your head? Oh boy. My heart threatening to smash my chest, I make a beeline for her house. Oh, already in use. Oh god. And I feel black dots clouding my vision by the time I arrive. Panting heavily, I open the door. She really did leave it unlocked. As soon as I enter, I hear the sound of the shower running. Remembering the sounds I heard just before the call ended, I rush up to her room. Ooh, there was no gently opening the door. I've watched too much anime to know where this could potentially lead. However, I don't care. I think back. I heard the sound of a door opening. Judging by the sound I heard afterwards, it had to be a room with a wooden floor. That would mean I mentally ask her to forgive me before opening her closet and run my hands down the mountain of unorganized clothes. Perhaps the sound was just my imagination? For a few minutes I feel nothing as I dig deeper and deeper into the pile. I'm about to give up when my hand suddenly feels something hard and uneven underneath them. I dig it up and my eyes widen as I find myself holding a long, tight rope. Yep, I called it. It was the rope. Did she mean to... Before I can even finish my own thoughts, I take the rope in both hands and dash across the room before throwing the rope out through the open window. Just as I think it's over though, the sound of running water suddenly stops. I realize I'm screwed if Sayori finds me loitering around about in her room. I quickly cover up my deed and rush out of the room. I then begin preparing breakfast for the two of us, while silently promising myself that I'll make sure today is going to be enjoyable for her.
Geez, took you long enough. You were honestly getting worried you'd never show up.
Alright, looks like everyone's finally here. Seems like the two of us were the last ones to arrive. I'm watching a mod where the MC straight up burns the rope. Oh, that sounds like absolute cinema. Thankfully enough, the actual event hasn't started yet.
Sorry, I kind of forgot to write my poem during the weekend.
No! Sayori, we wrote one.
Well, is it ready now? Oh, come on, Sayori, we at least try to take this seriously.
Okay, thank you for joining me today. Sorry, cast her eyes downward. This looks bad. Natsuki doesn't know the reason for why Sayori was unable to write. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciated the company. I did promise Sayori to keep her condition a secret. I cast a quick glance towards Sayori, whose smile is slowly fading. At this rate, she might start crying. Worst case scenario, her secret might be revealed. On the other hand, I know Sayori is strong enough to endure it. It might make them suspicious if I suddenly act out of character. To speak up or have faith in Sayori's resilience and remain silent? There's a choice? Oh. I'm not sure. Considering the time, and my throat is getting parched and sore, might be a good place to leave off for today, actually. Okay. I did save it, so... Alright. For those on on Twitch, here's the raid message. Be sure to copy it if you're gonna be part of the raid. Let me see who's live. Quite a few people. Okay, so I'm gonna send you guys over to my friend Wim. Wim is playing a game called The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales. It looks like a very interesting game. I like how it looks. It seems like a what is that, 2.5D pixel game with nice portraits when characters talk. That's nice. But yeah, I'm gonna send you over to her. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed and are feeling okie dokie. And hopefully I see you tonight. Later tonight, midnight, Pacific time. For Chrono Gear. Thank you so much. And I'll see you tonight. Thank you so much.